Hello world, I'm Mr. Bones, and this is Gwent, the Rogue Mage. Remember that little fun mini game from Witcher 3 that everyone loved? This is it on steroids, and also a roguelite, so I love it. It's the same idea as Gwent, which we'll get into, but more advanced. I'm gonna go with a basic build here, and we can talk about the cards as I roll them. So the premise is, a long time ago, in the world of The Witcher, there was a mage. That is who you are playing. And right now, he's looking for alchemical ingredients. So we're going to go kill a dragon. But we have to begin a journey and gain powerful spells and artifacts to do so. First stop is a small little battle with a Beastmaster. Of course, we can always shuffle our cards. I like my hand, so I'm going to keep it. So, if you've played Gwent before, there's normally 3 columns, melee, range, and artillery. There's only 2 in this. There's... I don't even know if it's considered melee. Yeah, no, it's considered melee and range. I'm going to put this knight in melee, and he lets me have the ability to spawn a bronze unit. I'm going to spawn this guy. He's going to, at the end of every turn, boost the unit to the right by 1, which is the guy I just played. So I just gained a total of 8 from their top left value. That's totaled here. The goal is just to get a higher score than your opponent every turn. You being a mage, though, have mana as a resource. That's really hard to get back, but you can cast spells. So, I can boost my allies by 3 as one spell, destroy a damaged unit, so if I damage an enemy unit, I can destroy him, or I can create and play a unit. I'm going to create another unit. These are my options. Draw a card, then play a card. Dandelion, great character. We can summon a Drower. Move an enemy unit to the other row. He doesn't have one, so... And then the human mage here, who gives vitality to all allied units, which we can look at for more. Vitality cancels bleeding. Not really important to us right now. So I'm going to pick Dandelion, play him here. And now we can pick another card to play. I'm going to pick another drummer. So now he's also going to boost Dandelion. Now, because I'm a mage, I also have a special human who's traveling with me. That whenever I cast a spell, boosts a random unit by 3. Whenever you play a spell, boost a random unit by 3. Order, play a card from a graveyard. Order is its own effect. We're going to click this. It lets me actually repeat the card I just played. So, gonna copy. Dragon would hurt me. I'm gonna pick the War Elephant, because it's gonna damage some units, but then it's gonna boost myself. And there you go. First turn, 30. Now, there's a maximum number of cards you can have on the field, so spamming that's not always a good choice. So, just played 2 characters. Order ability is triggered. He damaged one of my units, so now you'll notice that has a red. That's because he got damaged, so his power went down by 1. I'm going to do the effect. He's getting close to killing him, so we need to be careful about that. We'll play a guy right here. That way we can keep the effect going, and we're going to end our turn. Damage an allied unit by 2, and he got to deploy an 8-level bear. That's pretty dangerous. So let's see, do we have any? This is a pretty cool card. At the start of the game, boost stealth by 3. Double the amount of boost on stealth. So there you go. We're just going to do that. Going to keep them in the back row so they're not damaged that much. Units in melee are more likely to be damaged from effects.
I'm a predator.
Okay. Now this is a fun card. Whenever this unit is boosted by 1, we randomly damage a unit. So I would like to put him here instead of Dandelion, so every time I buff him, which is at the end of every round, I'm going to also deal 1 damage to his army. I'm not liking the way thing is going, so I'm going to boost an ally by 3. Just going to throw that effect on. And I'm going to end my turn. Now, that mage, if I remember correctly, can only copy my first spell. So, that's fine. They're really wanting to kill that guy because of this buff. Gonna pop that. Now he's at 34. To play it safe, I'm gonna put another drummer right here. So the drummer's gonna buff the drummer, who's gonna buff him. End my turn. Yep, they killed the first drummer. That's okay. They're really wanting to kill my elephant.
Smile, you blooded gip.
Nope, I'm going to leave it there. Just keep playing. I have a great lead, 84 to 25. We're getting close to the end of the game. He's got 4 cards left. I got 3. I'm going to play you, boost you by 4. He has an effect now where he's going to damage a unit by the amount he's been boosted. He's been boosted by 4, so he's got a total of 5. Let's look. Who do we want to kill? Probably just you, since you have 5. Get 5 out of his field, and we'll end our turn. They're really trying to kill my elephant. We're going to play you, which lets us boost an ally by 3 and a random unit by 1. We're going to buff you so you can live, because we're going to pop the war elephant, who's now at 41 buffs. They're going to summon, what is that, a nightmare? A night wraith, which summons rats. Rats are annoying because they're doomed. Basically, it's just like a token. We're going to play our last card. We get damage a unit by 4 if it has armor. It's 6. None of these guys have armor. Armor is that little gold shield on the top right. We're going to kill the thing it just summoned, which gave him more rats, but hey, I don't care. We have such a big lead, there's nothing they can do about it in 2 cards. Yep, they're going to summon some eggs. Summon a wolf, but that's the end of the run. That was a simple Beastmaster versus a powerful Mage. Of course we were going to win. After every battle, we are given the choice to either add or remove a card from our deck. We can re-roll it for mana, but I'm not going to. I'm going to look to add a card. That's not great. That's not great either. That's not great either. What about removing a card? I kind of like these cards. Let's go to add, re-roll. There we go. We got some better choices. This being yellow shows, hey, this is legendary. So, All cards can be legendary. That's just basically saying its stats have been buffed. So boost an ally card by 1, which is the order effect. Ability triggered manually by the player. Zeal and order can be used immediately. So that would be boost an allied unit by 1. It can do this a number of 4 times. Damaging unit by 3. Death blow, repeat the deploy ability and decrease the damage by 1. That would be cool, but its damage isn't great. This is an egg. I think I'm going to take this because this kind of goes with our build of boosting and helping each other out and applying armor and buffs. Now we get a choice of a treasure chest, but as in all roguelites, you really need to look at the path you're playing. So our goal is to get here. I do not want to fight an elite right before. That would be stupid. So let's see here. I do love the way this map is. I do want an elite fight, though. Where's an early elite fight? Oh, all the way over here. Jesus. Is there not a closer one? No. I'm really liking this bottom path here. So I'm going to go that route. It doesn't leave a lot for healing, though. Click on the treasure chest. We get an artifact. You get 2 of these guaranteed, I believe. So, Cloak of Invisibility. Boost an ally by 15 and give it immunity and Veil. Transform all cards into your deck into Roach. I've never seen this before. Transform all cards into Roach. Roach is a beast. The horse is on the house. Whenever you play a gold card, summon this unit from your deck to a random allied row. Oh, that is amazing. Okay, and Giant Slayer. Destroy the highest powered enemy unit. I'm thinking we give this because it's a buff card. Not really great for any of our sets, though. Place of power. They do different things depending on the color it is. I don't need to gain energy. Well, I do actually, but I want to upgrade a unit. Who do we want to upgrade? I'm thinking we upgrade the card we just got. Just make it a little bit more tanky. That makes it a 12. It's a pretty powerful card. And now we have another battle lined up. Let's see what we got. Necker Big Boss. So there's a theme to all the enemy decks based on what kind of boss they are. Since this is a Necker, it's probably going to summon Neckers. We're going to finish redrawing because I'm fine with my deck. And we're going to start off crazy like we did last time. Go in, summon the drummer. Drummer summoned. We're not going to play a spell because I want to conserve mana. I probably won't play a spell for a while, not unless I really need to. I summon a Necker Warrior. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy on the field so we start the buff damage. Get that out as soon as possible. Alright, so this is the way this deck goes. Thrive. Boost this unit by 1 whenever you specified amount, whenever you played a unit with a higher power. So, every time he plays something more than 4 power, this is going to go up by 2. He has Thrive 2, so that actually might go up by 2 every time. If so, that's dangerous. I, I'm gonna go ahead and play this card.
Again.
And just throw a buff. Throw a buff. Throw a buff. Throw a buff. There we go. That just got a lot of damage going, and this guy's becoming a big tank. Okay, so now he's going to get really insane. Because it was only one buff, he only applied it once, but he now has immunity, which means it can't be targeted, and Veil, which prevents statuses. That's really good, because there's no way they're going to take care of him. But I gain the card again. I'm going to apply it now to the drummer. So now the drummer and him are basically perfectly fine and will always have their combo till the end of the game. We're already at 60, they are at 4. Thrive got played, all of his units got buffed. You can see how that's a little scary. I'm going to play another drummer, although played it kind of to the right, so it's not going to take effect this turn, but that's fine. I've got a plan for it. My guess is they're going to use the order ability and consume an allied unit. Destroys a unit and boosts itself by its power, so combining all the power to one card. If I took that big monster hunter, that would have been great to kill that card, but we didn't. I'm going to take this. I'm not going to pop the ability. I'm going to let it sit for a turn. Because my guy just boosted it by 1, so the boost is going to double more. It's risky to keep it on the field, though, because they might have something to kill it. As they just killed like 4 of their own units. I'm going to play this guy now, boost it by 4, and we're going to double it. Interesting. I did not read the card right, so that's fine. I assumed, and that's where I failed. But I'm still 93, there's still 55. We're just going to play some more cards. We're going to... Now notice actually, because I veiled him, I can't boost him. So it also makes me unable to target my own character. Just going to go ahead and buff that. Summon the Cyclops. This deck is around them killing themselves to hurt me, but should be fine, as I'm almost double what their power is. There's some Griffin. Everything grows a little stronger, but
Could have settled this amicably, you know.
that's the end. Let's see if they can somehow make that much score in as soon as possible. Nope. So we win, we move on. Killed the Necro boss. Let's see what we can do. We can add one of these cards. Which I'm not really a fan of any of them. Or we can remove. I'm not a fan of any of that. I'm going to waste 3 more energies on a remove reroll. That I'm a little bit more happy with. I'm not a big fan of this card. I'm going to get rid of it. In my opinion, the size the game starts you out with your deck, you can't really go more than 3 over, then you start diversifying your deck a little too much to where you're not guaranteeing yourself your cards. So we're going to go fight the second boss, and it's a fallen hero.
I shall reclaim my honor.
Don't think I've actually ever seen what this guy's deck is. I know I've fought him before, so don't really know what I'm expecting. Yeah. Okay. That's what I really wanted, was the drummer. Drummer's always great to start with. Start with the
Left,
drummer.
Right, left, right.
Mahakam! The Emperor shall be
Oh, this is
proud
going to
of
be an
his
annoying
sons.
deck already. At the end of your turn, boost self by 1. Trigger this ability if the unit's current power is higher than its base. So, because this is boosted, every turn it's just going to increase by 1. Oh, you are annoying.
To arms!
I'm just going to pop this in advance. I'm stuck between these two. I'm actually really thinking the Dwarf Berserker. Well, wait. That transforms an allied into a Dwarf Berserker. I'm gonna do something stupid.
Go back across the Yaruga, you botheads!
Create.
Blood! Blood!
That's fine for me, actually. Yep, there we go. That took... Yep, and now they're trying to boost that guy. We just need to make sure he can't. They boosted him. So this deck involves just boosting this guy to the max. If I took that big Monster Slayer, that would be great to kill him, but I didn't. Which is making me regret my choice.
Again and again and again.
We're gonna end our turn there. Okay, they're doomed. I don't care about that. Okay, now we're gonna play the knight here, and we're gonna copy a card in our hand. We're gonna play him
Now, ask questions later.
just to get that going. Let's see, what the heck is that? Damage a unit by 1, damage it by 2 instead. Oh, you're annoying. Oh, you are so annoying. Okay, let's try to kill these cards. Which isn't gonna happen. So this might be just me debuffing his deck as much as possible till I get good.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
So it's a race of who can boost their self the most. Gonna go in here.
Are you wounded? Again.
I'm just gonna pop this. There we go.
And off the votives.
Jesus, priceless.
Gonna buff, 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 and buff you. Why not?
Long live me!
What he just summoned? Formation. If played on the melee, gain zeal. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so we're getting close to the end. I definitely have a good lead, but I am worried about the way he's going. So I'm going to save this for the end.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, God.
This is guaranteeing that he becomes a 5. Which increases the damage that he's going to deal.
Could have settled this amicably,
I played him in the wrong... Well, no, I didn't play him. It's an order effect. Summoned a legendary assassin right at the end. Really hurt me. Because that killed the guy I just buffed. But I have this. Boom. That's the end of my turn. I have a huge lead. That should be enough. Okay, he could only get up to 60. That would have been scary if I left that bulwark guy without damaging him for a while. Because I knocked him at least like 10 times on damage points. If they had something that doubled their boost, that would have been just instantly done for me. Looking to add a card. Ice Giant. Cool, but no ability. That sucks. Reveal a random unit from your opponent's deck and boost itself by that power. That's pretty cool with my build. And this guy, which we got before, I'm going to take this. Simple 2 card, but could peak at a 16 and become an 18. Now this is an event. Random chance. While traveling late into the evening, you find the ruins of an odd elven structure bathed in the light of a full moon. Upon numerous walls and pillars, strange symbols softly shine. You always have been fond of deciphering ancient scripts and decide to spend some time trying to understand the mysterious etchings. So, your mind works overtime as you begin to decipher ancient texts. It appears to be a series of questions. You could very well be mistaken, but you think the answer to the first part is... This might be a reference to the games. I don't know. I'm going to say knowledge, because that I would think is correct. You scratch your chin and raise an eyebrow. This is your thinking face. Not entirely sure of your conclusion, you suppose that maybe the answer this time is quite possibly... order. An illusionary wall disappears. Behind it is a massive light, shines brightly. Upgrade a unit by 2. That's cool. I don't know what the full effect of that was. I'm going to upgrade the guy we just got, because I want him to be a little bit more tanky. And then we're going to go to this place of power. Duplicate a card. So we can now duplicate a card. There's a few good options. We could duplicate this guy, which lets us then copy another bronze in our hand. We could duplicate this, so we have 2 legendaries that have good boost, and this was already boosted once permanently, so that's 2 12s. Or we could boost this guy, who would give us the ability to potentially just roll better when we put him down. I'm gonna copy you. 2 12s. That's pretty good. The ability is not great, but it's not terrible. Another event. You arrive in a town on the busiest day of the week. Market stalls line the streets and vendors shout various offers and haggle with customers. Buy, where I can select 1 card out of 10 to add to my deck. Sure. Can't really go back, so this is actually committed. Now, that is interesting. The card that almost killed me there in that battle is available for purchase. Let's see what else they have to offer. I'm gonna take the Defender. I think it fits well with our build. And now, the Elite Battle. If anything, this is where I die. We're fighting the Mage Hunter, as we are a mage. I'm going to expect to lose a lot of my mana here. I rolled both 12s, that's good. I'm very happy with my hand. Oh boy. Let's start the process. I want a drummer immediately on the field.
Again and again.
Okay. All elites have these like special cards that give them a huge edge. Whenever you play a special, reduce this counter by 1. The counter is 2. When the counter reaches 0, spawn and play a copy of the last special you played. Oh boy, that's gonna get really confusing quick. I'm just gonna immediately start buffing him. And we're not even going to... We're not even gonna wait. We're gonna create and play a unit. Boost adjacent units by 4. Copy the spell. Put it on the back line, and we're going to play his ability next turn. Which his ability now is going to give armor, which I want to give this guy armor immediately. Immediately pop on mute. There we go. And then let's start with... Yeah, let's start with the Buffookery. Let's see. 3, so he'll become a 7. Boom. Pretty normal turn. Trying to grow the lead as I don't have much damage cards. They just summoned a treasure whenever your opponent plays a special. Damage all enemy units by 1. So I need to be careful about playing specials, which I think this is a special. Let's see.
Nasty wounds, those.
No.
But you'll live.
Go ahead and just pop these. There we go. Get that going. So he's got such a lead now. I'm pretty sure he'd be safe unless they have an insta-kill. Oh boy. They're really bumping up numbers. I'm going to play the next drummer. End my turn. Ugh. Okay. We're going to copy another unit. Draw a card and move a card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Damage an enemy unit by 3 at the end of your turn. If the order is not used, boost a unit to the right. That could be good. Or just another base 12. My melee line's getting pretty thick. I'm going to just take the 12, put it here. That's my special. Okay, that's scary. Gonna put him here.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
They just really killed my line. Crap. Gonna play another 12.
Are you wounded?
Gonna boost him. Try to just damage their line just a little bit. Talisman, they're killing more. And they're catching. Oh boy. Holy crap. They just ruined my... I have to copy more cards. See what we have here. Yeah, it's not great.
I'm not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait.
I'm definitely in the bad end. That's bleed. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna play this guy.
101,
Buff.
102, 103.
End our turn. They're at 84. 88. He'll be 5. He'll buff. Total of 8. That would be 13. That's too risky. Whatever he has in their hand is going to damage me. I am going to just copy another unit. This is going to hurt a lot, but I'm hoping for a good roll. we're just gonna take the 7, and we're gonna hope this works.
Double face!
Whatever they have cannot hurt me more than 7 points, or give them 7 points. And they instantly fucking got it because of buffs. So they just wiped the floor with me. And that's the end of the run. Now, it's not over when you lose, because it's a roguelite. It's a dungeon crawl roguelite too. Every time afterwards you get a score, that progresses you to more unlocks. And there's quite a few unlocks. Like I just unlocked this card. Mutagenerator. That's a weird one. At the start of your turn, set the power to all your units in your hand randomly to 1 to 13. That's a chaos card. But actually I didn't unlock it. I'm currently in the way of unlocking it. But you always go back to your laboratory afterwards to mess around, work with potions, more cards, and everything to see if you can kill the dragon. And I believe there's other bosses if you can eventually kill him. I've not gotten that far yet. But that's the game, and I hope you enjoy it.